I just got a new room in my house.
Good for you.
Move. Oh god, I left the gong in the way. Oopsies.
While we're live, we've been live for like a little less than a minute,
Oh, hi
and
there.
we've been saying nothing.
Oopsies, I didn't know we were live. Hi there. Just moving shit around my house here.
I really should go back and do some side quests. Maybe before we go to the Mechanis, I will.
Good idea.
That's not for... It's coming up. I gotta do Colony 6. I've never done that before.
Really?
No.
Is that just side quests and
Yeah, it's an optional thing.
Hey, gotcha.
Where are all the enemies?
They're hiding. Leave it. Oh, kitty. Ah, claws, kitty. Damn. He decided to stretch and he's like digging his claws in.
So we had cheeseburgers for dinner, and I had White Castle for lunch.
Not real White Castle, frozen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still burgers.
It's
basically, yeah. I just had double burgers.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
What are these guys doing? Did anything interesting happen at work?
Not a damn thing, because I was working by myself, and yeah, no. Didn't find anything. Although, I'll tell you what, we have a yogurt machine, and it's kind of like, you know, an ice cream machine. And the room is about, let's say, 7 feet wide, and the machine is all the way over to one side. Now, when they fill it, I expect some splash. But please tell me how the hell you can spill chocolate mix up to the ceiling on the other side of the wall, 6 feet away. It's like, are you sure? Okay, maybe 5 feet away, but still, how the hell they do that? So yeah, other than that, no, nothing much going on.
Nothing happened for me today either. I woke up sort of early when you did, and almost right after, I took a nap, and then I got up for a while, and there was nothing going on, and I got bored, and then I took another nap. Yeah, life's been really interesting lately.
Yeah, hasn't it though? Well, did you apply for a job over at,
Not yet.
Yeah, see,
Thinking about trying to get a job at PetSmart.
Yeah.
PetSmart sucks, but I just like working with animals, and maybe I can make it slightly better for them.
There you go.
I was actually really impressed by how they were keeping a tarantula the last time I went there. They had it in a critter keeper with a decent amount of substrate. I was really impressed by that.
Yeah.
It was kept better than the tarantulas were kept at Country Max before I started working there.
So yeah, they're learning.
Petco is the worst, though.
That's
they put
fair.
the tarantulas in huge enclosures with practically no substrate, and it's really awful. I worry so much about them.
No, they're not even your babies.
I know, but they have this pretty green bottle blue, and I don't want it to fall and get hurt.
Aww.
I'm really enjoying my Vinegaroon Vinny.
Aw. He's a good boy.
He did a lot of digging today.
He's a busy little bulldozer.
He just goes into the corner and scoops up dirt with his pedipalps and puts it in his water dish.
Like a little pain in the butt that he is.
Yeah, I already had to clean out his water dish once, and looks like I'm gonna have to do it again tomorrow.
Yep.
That substrate is gonna soak up all the water. There's gonna be nothing left for him to drink.
So how often do you suppose you're gonna end up doing that?
Do what?
Cleaning up his, refilling his water.
Probably every day.
How many times a day?
Just once.
You think? Yeah. Like the bathroom. Yay.
Is there even a toilet?
No, not yet.
Wow.
I'm getting there. I just got the room.
It's literally just a bathroom.
It's a bathtub
There's a
and,
bath.
and a tub with a rattan basket with towels. That's it. I'm getting there, man. It's just starting. Spend all that money for that. Look at my main room. It's gorgeous.
The mismatched. Oops, I just missed a thing. The mismatched planters kind of bother me.
Yeah, I know. I gotta fix that. I can't decide. Maybe the palm. I'm getting rid of one of those.
Oh, I'm dying.
Beep.
I missed a quick time event and now I'm dying.
We can just run over to Nooks and see what they got on sale.
I haven't been playing Animal Crossing, mostly because I'm too lazy to grab the Switch and the charger.
Really?
So I just leave it there for
Oh my god.
Have they done anything special for New Year's yet?
Yes, they're gonna have a New Year's Eve.
Did they just announce it, or did they start giving out items? Like, do they sell special ones?
I don't think they're selling.
I don't
anything
have
special.
that candelabra.
See, it's a Hanukkah candelabra.
Yeah, I know. I don't have it though.
Oh, see, you can get it. It's been there for a couple of days.
Wow, that didn't.
Ooh, is that a kitchen thing? I need a kitchen thing.
Oh, mine is red.
Ooh, I want a kitchen thing.
I hate that things only come in one color unless you get them from balloons.
Why is $170,000? Ah.
Why is everything good locked behind balloons? I don't understand. It's such a terrible mechanic. You literally just have to walk back and forth on the beach for hours if you want to get anything good. I haven't gotten a single festive recipe. I mean, I haven't really been trying, but I just haven't felt like trying because it's so tedious and like I had to be watching TV or something.
Yeah. So watch Handmaid's Tale or something, dude.
I haven't been in the mood to watch TV.
I just took out a loan for that that room. I don't know if I should buy that $170,000 island. I do like it though. Maybe I will.
We got Aries and Ories.
How long can you be in debt for that?
Forever.
Oh really? I don't care. Somebody's thinking, are you gonna leave?
Are these guys gonna attack me? Oh man, oh god, they're all coming.
Oh, she wants the homework set.
Nope,
Yes.
I'm getting out of here. There are way too many of these guys for me. Oh, that guy's gonna die. Get that EXP from that dude. Oh jeez. Oh, he's right behind me.
Yep. You knew you would be.
And now he's gone.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there they go. They're running away. What the? Slobos?
Slobos.
Slobos.
Slow bros. They're bros and they're slow. I can order replacement doors. Woohoo!
Stop, 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 stop. No! Let me do the chain attack. Mountain Impact 4. Why is it 4? Should I know about these 3 other mountain impacts? Oops. That thing's almost dead. But I'm gonna kill the next one, I guess. Ooh, that was a waste. If only Ricky had killed the first one. Kind of wasted Ryan there. I was trying to heal myself. It didn't let me.
Oops.
The battle was just over.
Well, then you didn't need to be healed.
I know, but I was still trying.
You're upset about it. Uh-oh. You see something. What was that vision about?
Side quest.
Okay.
It was the one activated by the item.
Gotcha. Gotta run over here and buy that damn island before it just closes. I want it. I don't know how much room I have in my kitchen, but I want
have
it.
so much money in Animal Crossing, I don't know what to do with it.
Send it to me so I can pay off my loan.
I went over to someone's island to pick up a recipe they were giving away. They didn't ask for anything in return, but I just dropped off a bag of 99,000 bells because I
Nice.
had nothing better to do with it. And I felt bad for just taking the thing for free.
Aw, you're nice.
I don't remember this enemy being in the game.
And maybe some more new ones for the redo?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like, they're not memorable in that they're a strong enemy. They're just very distinct looking, these giant things with ice crystals on their backs.
Yeah, so far the only thing they've announced is there's going to be a countdown at midnight. So I don't think there's anything really special, but as far as Animal Crossing.
Why was I trying to pick up the treasure chest before the battle was over? Look at that guy's face.
Oh my god. Oh, look at his feet.
Wait,
Squish!
let me see the face.
He's going to squish you.
He's like a giant ogre guy.
Aw.
Funban's dead.
Again.
Again! I kind of want to bring Shelf back, even though he's allegedly bad. I just want to get Fiora already. I've never used her. I want to try her out.
Hulk smash! There's little tiny pants there. Panties. Are they steel panties? Did he steal them?
Yeah. Ricky's gonna yoink them back.
Yoink! Well, now that I've
Thrust.
got this table here though. Doesn't really match everything though, does it?
What? No. If you're talking about that sign.
Yeah. What? Not the sign, this thing.
Oh, I'm talking about the sign. That looks really weird.
I didn't have a place to put it. I have a diner, what do you call it? Diner clock, so I thought, well, I'll put that there.
What's with these pants?
Oh my. Very 1970s,
pants.
sort of, yeah.
With that armored shirt. It's very strange. What is he wearing on his head? What is that? What kind of helmet is that? Shulk, you are a disaster. Fine quality belt. Ooh, something for Colony 6. Yeah, I should definitely check that out after I clear this area. I don't know what you get for completing this side quest. It's just something that, like, it seems like a pretty big feature of the game. It's totally optional, but I just never did anything with it. Everything is so pretty at night. There are a lot of areas that are prettier at night. I think the one area that's better in the daytime is Garplain. The music is so much, like, it's more exciting and happy. I don't really like the night music.
No. I would listen. I can't speak English. I'd have to listen to it all. Like,
I'm probably gonna go back to Garplane at some point so you can hear it.
Well, I mean, like just with the music and like isolated. I think.
Oh yeah.
'Cause it's hard to hear things when you hear woohoo, wah.
Well, we spent a lot of time just walking around, not fighting things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Xenoblade soundtrack so much. I have the CDs.
Very cool.
Probably my favorite video game OST. Which makes sense because this is my favorite game.
Yes.
And like I've said before, I got into the game because of the music. Hearing it in Smash. I think the one thing that's really good about Mechanis is the regular enemy battle theme, Mechanical Rhythm. That is such a banger. It's like this really cool rock song. It sounds like boss music, but it's just the normal enemy song.
Cool.
We're pretty close to going to Mechanis, so you'll start hearing it pretty soon.
Good. Well, I mean, it should be metal, cause you know, metal.
Yeah. Yeah, the Bionis battle theme is just kind of it's a good song, but it's nothing compared to Mechanical Rhythm. So the battle theme from the new little epilogue thing, that sounds good too. It's really jazzy. I really hope it's not disappointing, that future connected thing, because I know nothing about it, but just the fact that some Nappan are involved makes me go, this could be bad. I hope the Nappan are more like Ricky and less like Tora, and that the piece of shit from the Xenoblade X, I don't even remember his name because he was so stupid. What was that Nappan's name? Tatsu. It was Tatsu. He wasn't even playable. He didn't contribute anything. I think at one point he got everyone in trouble because he wouldn't shut up or something. He was just a really shitty character, and I don't think anyone liked him. And there was like this recurring joke with this one girl and him where she kept comparing him to a potato and saying she wanted to eat him, and it wasn't even funny the first time, but they kept doing that joke.
Yeah. So did you play that whole game, or
Xenoblade X? I think I got up to the last chapter, and it wasn't a bad game or anything. I just never beat it. It doesn't have like the same the titty problem like Xenoblade 2, but it's
okay.
Whereas Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade 1 are similar in that they have the same enemies and Xenoblade X has the same kind of environments. But yeah, Xenoblade 2 has the same enemies as Xenoblade 1. It was really jarring going through Xenoblade 2 and fighting like Armuz in somewhere that wasn't Garplane. It's like this just doesn't feel right.
Right.
And yeah, Xenoblade X has its own enemies. But it's like it's a totally different kind of game. It's more sci-fi than fantasy. And you get to pilot a mech, and that's really cool.
Oh,
I think that's the most
that does
fun.
sound like fun.
You can fly all over, and you can turn into a car.
Oh wow! It's like Transformers, but not.
Yeah. So that aspect of it is really fun, and you don't play as someone like Shulk. Like you don't play as this predetermined character. You create your own character, so they're not like they don't have their own voice lines really, and they're not heavily invested in the story. And I think that kind of makes it a weaker game because I like when the game gives you a character. There are some games where it's you want to play as your own character like Skyrim, but I feel like Xenoblade, a story heavy game like Xenoblade, isn't the best place for that. If it's totally open world, then yeah, that works, but if it's like Xenoblade X and is like story based, I'd rather have a character with a personality.
Okay.
Was that a landmark? Did I just reach a landmark?
Oops.
No, I don't know. It doesn't matter, I'm just curious.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like...
And if I die...
I thought you were looking for another landmark, then.
If I die, I don't know where I'll go. Where's the last landmark? Ooh, all the way over there. I should save just in case I die.
Yeah.
I thought there was ice that you slide on other than that one patch of ice that you slide into the hole with. Ooh. Yeah, I think these guys might kill us, and I'm glad I saved.
Are they riding things or is that?
No, those are
Oh,
just
okay.
the guys. They have
Oh, okay.
glowy horns.
I thought they had somebody riding on them. Looks so happy though. Look at his face.
Kind of wiggling.
Oh, you wiggle bot. Ricky, Ricky. So what are your goals for 2021?
I want to go back to walking the dog daily. Maybe not for hour-long walks, but I just want to go back to walking her again.
Good, good, good. And even if you start out by just doing it a couple times a week, that'll make her happy. Especially if you just let her lead and let her sniff what she wants and go where she wants. That's how I make it so exciting for her when that's why she always likes to walk with me.
Yeah, I used to be so obsessive over getting her to walk for an hour every day.
And the same trail, the same track.
And then I just kind of...
Yeah. She got sick of it and so did you.
Yeah. She legit didn't like walks.
Yeah. No, she knows that when I take her for a walk, I say, where you want to go? This is your walking time. Which way you want to go? And she picks the route, and she picks where she wants to go, unless it's like a park that's closed, or if it's muddy or something, then I'll tell her, no, it's, we're not going in the park today. But if it's, it's nice and dry and the park's not swamped, we have like, where we live, there's several parks in this area. It's the small neighborhood parks. And they're all surrounded by houses where there's dogs, so it's very exciting for her. Remember the Saint Bernard?
Yeah. Melly like stuck her nose through a fence so she could say hello to a Saint Bernard.
Now, if she actually saw the dog full-bodied out in the open, she'd probably freak. I'll never forget the first time she saw the huskies up close. She knew the huskies that lived across the street from us because, she would see them every day or hear them from a distance. And then walking along, one day the neighbors are walking towards us with their two huskies, and she gets all excited, like, oh boy, husky time! And then all of a sudden they get closer and closer, and she's like watching them, and her eyes are getting bigger, and she's backing up like, oh god, they're big, oh god, they're big.
Man, all these crystals are sending out beams of light just like the treasure boxes do, and I'm like, oh,
That's
is that treasure?
confusing. It's not light, it's piss.
Yeah.
No, are they sending out light, or is the light coming down to them?
I think it's the crystals.
Are they ether? Oh, there we go. They have a nice video.
Presumably.
Nice overhead. Ping.
It is you. Hey, that's Fiora.
Young heir to the Monado.
Is the door closed downstairs?
I'll double check it.
Wait, don't leave.
Okay.
Cutscene.
Fiora? Is that my name? Then you know this body?
So it's true. You really don't remember us at all. Fiora, listen. If nothing else, you must remember your family. That's Dunban over there.
Family. There is family. Wielder of the Monado. There is a matter I must speak to you about.
Oops, or not.
Fiora! What was that? Metal face. Stay alert.
You killed my father!
Get in! Get away from her!
Now, let's all calm down. If I slip, I might mess up her hair.
You're disgusting!
Would you be so kind and hand over that dangerous toy you have? I could take
What's your...
How's it going, dumb man?
Is that... Munkar?
It's like he straight up does not have a body. You can see his spine in the middle of his body, like his robot spine. I think it's
Yeah.
kind of freaky.
I can't tell you how
Oh, there's that expression again.
this sword. Has this puny boy even figured out how it works yet? What are you willing to do? Would you even kill a Hans to beat us?
You dare ask that of us? Why did you betray us to Meconis? Why did you kill our friends at the colony? Why?
You wanna know? Because it's your home.
You piece of...
Stay where you are. That thing works by remote. So unless you want me to put a hole in her neck,
I have to cough.
so what's it to be, weakling?
Good job.
Thank you. I need to go get a drink. Sorry.
We will not bow to you! Will you hit that guy in the face?
You'll pay for that, princess.
You're a traitor, Munkar. And you're not getting away.
Why is Mooncar such a little bitch? Should they ever explain that? I feel like they might explain it in a heart-to-heart.
I knew he was no good just by the looks of him. He just had that
And
look
his
about him.
voice.
Yeah, that too.
Shulk. Shulk, help. I can't hit him. Can Shulk do enchant, or just... Is
Can
he
you do
the
anything
only
without
one?
his little toy there?
Like, Shulk can hit him because the Monado can hit people now,
Oh, okay.
but, he's also a Mechon. He's not fully human, so... Oh, here we go. He used enchant.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, Shulk. God damn it. Oh boy, he's level 48. We're probably gonna have to grind for
Oh,
this.
boy.
Everyone's favorite.
Tune in tomorrow and...
I might want to play as Shulk for this too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because he's in charge of enchant and this AI Shulk didn't do it for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we are doing nothing to this guy.
Hey, mom car. What do you think?
Why is he even fighting us in his little humanish body? Like, he could just go in the robot and murder
Or
us.
just have the robot, you know, since it's remote. I mean, okay, granted, he's got it, you know, protecting or trying to...
I think he's just fucking with us.
Yeah.
And I'm dead.
Oh, no.
We didn't even get him down to half HP.
Aww.
We have grinding to do.
Jeez.
Oh, I'm back all the way over here. There are no landmarks that I could find between here and there, but it doesn't matter because I had to go and grind anyway. Just kill everything in sight on the way there. I
There
can't
you
even
go.
find way out of here. Mooncar is so nasty and greasy looking. Again, with that voice and that look, he can't possibly be heroic. I think he was doomed to being a villain
Yeah,
from birth
he's
because
just
of the way
designed
he
that
is.
way. Oh, I was gonna check on the door, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably closed and
Probably.
it's just that
That's,
loud.
yeah. That's stuff.
I'm gonna switch to Shulk for a while.
Yeah, let's do this when he dies by a bird.
So yeah, I want to get to at least level 48, and we're level 45 except for Ricky.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it could take a while.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh god, I'm burping red french fries.
Ew.
Oh, it tasted better, just as good the second time around.
Ew.
Oh, I didn't puke, I just burped.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not. Totally not. I would rather burp than puke any day.
I don't burp, I just go. It's kind of like a hiccup, but not.
It's more like, I swear to God, it's more like being, what's the word I want?
But like, it happens when you touch the back of my neck, and it also happens after I eat. But I think it's like two different versions of the same thing. Ooh,
Sometimes
what's
you
over
just do it for
here?
no apparent reason, though.
Yeah, I found a secret path.
Ooh.
Yeah, there are also some side quests I could go back and do instead of grinding. If grinding gets boring, I might just do
Does
Colony
that get
6
your
now.
level up?
I believe it does.
Okay. That'll be more entertaining anyway. Not that anybody's watching right now. They're watching football. Patriots,
Ew, why?
because it's a big matchup. Bills and Patriots.
Who give a shit?
People who are football. Football. John Madden.
John Madden. John Madden. John Madden. Football. What is up here? Is there nothing up here?
It's a dead end. There's a bird coming.
Why? Why'd they even design this? Wait, I'm going to Colony 6. I just want to see what I have to do. I think it's, you have to search for items for the most part. Yeah.
Oh, I hate getting a daily double first. No sense of it. Did I make your coffee proper?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Oh man, everything around here is like level 17.
That's really good.
I don't know where I even have to go to do this Colony 6 crap. Yeah, I've never done this before. I never even bothered because I never wanted to see Juju again.
Is that something turtle?
Yeah.
Turtle, turtle, turtle.
What if Juju became a face Mechon? Oh, I want to do a Juju boss battle. I want to kill Juju.
Juju!
Shola!
Chosen one!
Juju!
Ding ding. Those are too easy to find. I mean, at least in Neopets, you had to cut down some grass to get them or something. They want it because it's shiny. Stop jumping.
I'm probably selling garbage here. Yeah, this stuff sucks. Wait, do they have arts manuals? They do.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, sword drive. I gotta sell shit again.
Oh yeah.
This sounds good.
Hmm.
Just giving Ryan every red move. Just do as much damage as possible. You have no other purpose. I've never even been in this area, I think.
This is the only thing he ever says
Yeah.
that doesn't sound good.
Sounds like you have a problem.
That's better than saying that doesn't sound good.
Regular bridge?
Hmm.
Where's that? Here we go.
He has style and he has grace. This Mechon has a metal face, really?
Yes.
Really?
You have a problem with that?
Yeah. Because there's no Donkey Kong in this. That'd be good if you're fighting the big monkey guy. I guess he did, sort of, in the first part, but, you know.
Yeah, it says face, you gotta make a face. to it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, this is really weak. It's level 30. Did Ricky just call me a good boy?
I think so. So proud of you.
God, can they just all attack us at once so I don't have to pick them off individually? I'm gonna go back to Ricky because this is not as fun. You just need Shulk for certain things, but otherwise, Ricky is the most fun. Here's another thing I have to kill. Oh my god, why are there so many of these squirrels? What
They're
squirrel am I
lagging.
even attacking?
I think said we win. I'm still fighting.
Yeah, because I keep having to target every individual squirrel instead of just taking out the pack of squirrels. They just don't care when their friends die. They're just like, whatever, I'm just gonna continue hopping along this bridge. Look at all this treasure.
Woo!
Arachno treasure?
Is it like a spider thing?
All this cool equipment that I'm too over leveled to use. Too bad. I haven't sold any of my weapons, I just sell like the creature parts and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I could probably sell some of my old weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So when are we gonna take the tree down?
Probably New Year's. Or about that time, yeah. You guys were all like, oh, when is the tree going up?
Oh,
When's
I'm
the
just
tree going up? And I
wondering.
was like, when's it
I'm
going
wondering
down?
how long it's gonna stay. Let's keep it up till Valentine's Day.
I need room.
Where the fuck is Juju? Yeah, where is Juju? He's like, who told Juju? But he doesn't tell me where Juju is.
Yeah.
I wanna jump on the box.
Is there a box? That's not part of a building.
I wanna jump on it, whatever it is.
Got stubby little legs, you can't. Throw some legs in there, maybe. Bonk. La 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 la. How does he not get fleas? Oh, he's running on the tall grass and it's taller than he is. I can't even see where he's going. So what's the objective here?
To find Choo Choo.
God,
I don't know where he is.
not again.
Yeah, he probably got himself in trouble again.
Probably.
I hate that little bastard.
Best reaction to vignette. Jeebus! And somebody says, don't scorpions and tarantulas fight each other? It's like, they're not all in the same tank. It's okay.
Yeah. I think vinegarines will kill tarantulas and scorpions.
Yeah.
I think they eat them.
Ooh, yummy.
Like, I think if you put the 3 species in a tank together, the vinegarin would win.
Really?
Probably.
Even though he doesn't have any bitey, pinchy
I don't
things?
know, they just have a way.
Hmm.
Guess we're fighting this giant squirrel.
Hooray! Oh, he hits you with his tail. I like that. Flap. It's like a part beaver. Just slaps you with his tail.
He's got a unicorn horn too.
Oh, cool. Let's see what. It's 10:30. What do you want?
Who?
Andy. Oh, dude. Oh no, we've got more ideas for the Mikey thing, the boxer thing.
How have you not figured this movie out yet?
I did, but he keeps coming up with more ideas. Yeah, he has a conflict. His mother doesn't want him to box. I always considered the problem to be that his mother doesn't want him to box and they have to keep it secret.
I'm just gonna Google it because I can't find this stupid twerp.
Okay. Oh, not the ticking clock thing again.
Right?
He likes the idea of this ticking clock theme that, you know, there's a time limit to what he has to do or something. And we went through that one time, and the original version of it that was horrible had this whole, you know, we gotta save the farm bullshit. You know. Okay. Now the audience is gonna know that Mary is gonna die.
He's at the refugee camp? So he's not in this general area? Ugh.
Okay.
Okay, who do I talk to now?
All right. All right.
I need money. Where's that knock on shopkeeper?
Look like ruins.
Yeah. Well, Colony 6 did get destroyed. They're trying to rebuild it. That's
True.
the whole point of this plot line.
Gotcha.
It has such happy music, though.
Cause the future's looking bright.
Not if I just abandon them again.
Not change the script so much, except
What's the easiest way to find a shop? There's probably one in Frontier Village that's easy to get to.
That's it.
I just need money.
Did you want me to rewrite parts of the outline to reflect that before I start writing the script? Have a quick answer in my zone.
Yeah, stuck. Where's the shop? I'm really stupid.
That's funny. He said the pacing was too smooth. I'm like, well, that's what it's supposed to be. Well,
Oh, these are worth like nothing.
okay. That's easy. Yeah, there's a lot of ways we can drop hints about her being ill without it, being a big of an announcement that the audience will come to learn that they're preparing for her to pass away, and that they're hoping that they can raise the money for her to be treated.
It's really good gameplay. Hope you're enjoying, Zero Viewer. If you're watching this on YouTube later, hello.
Isn't this fun? Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Making that moolah.
Are you just selling shit?
Yeah,
Oh.
I need money for Colony 6.
Can't you do like multiples at once?
No.
Oh Jesus.
I mean, these don't stack. Other items stack so you can sell a bunch of them at once, but these don't stack. I'm gonna drink my coffee. That should be good for now. Now I have to kill specific monsters to get materials, so I'll need to figure out what those are.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's dropping hints is better, just to say that, you know, have Tommy concerned with, or even Mary concerned with making Mikey as independent as possible, or doing something to teach him how to cook, or teaching him something, you know, or helping getting Tommy to prepare him, you know, drop hints to him little by little, you know, oh, you're so big and so strong, you know, you can do a lot of things that Mama can't, and you know, you almost don't need Mama. Yeah, the little things like that.
Coral Marsh, here we go. We're gonna go on a bit of a scavenger hunt all around Bionis to find materials. We gotta kill some Ignas in Satoral Marsh.
And what's an Igna?
It's a lizard man.
Oh, poor Igna. Which reminds me, my friend Barbara used to have an iguana named Ignatz. Okay, I will start working on that as soon as I can. Which is after I finish the treatment for Johnny. Why the... See, this is why I'm not in any hurry to work on one, because... I shouldn't say anything on my... but who's gonna watch it anyway? No, I don't think Johnny or Andy are gonna watch this.
Nobody watches this. You're good.
Okay. I'm in no rush to do Andy's because he keeps changing it on me, and he keeps coming up with other ideas and go back and change it, go back and change it. Whereas Johnny's like, okay, give me the treatment, I'll give it to this guy, done. You know, we're not gonna go back and forth on it for years.
Is that treasure over there? I see treasure.
Ooh, are you sure it's not just a crystal?
No, that's
yes, and what's guarding it?
Ignas. I need to kill those. Shoddy weapon.
Shoddy? Like crappy?
Yeah.
All that for nothing.
Shoddy weapon.
No,
I want to yoink. Let me yoink. No. I know there's an area with a bunch of Ignas. I don't know where that is. Yikes. But Ignas have like their own little fortress. I gotta find that and infiltrate it. No, that's not it. Can I not jump onto that? Because I'm Ricky? Epic.
Yeah, totally get it that the conflict is very important. I'm writing a treatment right now for a biography on the Oakland Raiders' old head coach / owner, Al Davis. And the guy has, it's a, you know, going to be like an autobiographical drama, and the man has no conflict in his life at all, and I'm going crazy trying to figure out what to do with this thing, because it's like, there's no challenge here, there's no conflict for this man. How am I supposed to write a drama about his life when everything was handed to him?
No, I wanted to yoink. Let me yoink. There we go. There's one. I think I need two.
Breast cancer doesn't hurt though, dude. She just found a lump.
Whoa, 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 whoa. How did I get down here?
It'll. There's other ways to show that she's maybe finding a lump, because as far as I know, breast cancer is not painful. But yeah, we'll have her, you know, find that lump, and then, you know, gasp or something, you know, and, you know, oh no, and we'll find a way to reveal it without, you know, make it look good. Can't have painful boobs; it just doesn't work that way. You said, yeah, to reveal that she has cancer, she knows it's in her family, and, you know, it starts hurting, but she's too busy taking care of the kid. It's like, breast cancer doesn't hurt, dude.
How do you tell if you're not, like, feeling your boobs?
You don't. You gotta feel your boobs.
It's like you could just die suddenly and you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't die
There
suddenly.
are, like, no symptoms? I imagine you'd become
when it's
weak.
further on, yeah. When it's further on, there are. But it's definitely not pain.
The idea of getting cancer and just not even suspecting it kind of scares me.
Well, that's why you take care of yourself, and you...
But it could just be anywhere in the body. It could happen anywhere. And you just don't
No,
know.
I mean, well, honestly, the way my mom found out she had cancer was she tripped over the dog, and her neck hurt, so she went to feel what, you know, if it was sore, and she felt a lump.
Ew.
Yeah. What other ways? I mean, lung cancer, shit, if you're coughing your face off, you know. The guy who passed away from lung cancer that I worked with, Fred, he was on, like, inhalants. He used to work in the machine shops and asbestos and all sorts of crap, and he was like, oh, I'm fine, I'm working on all this stuff, but he used to keep coughing. He's like, well, I got my inhaler. He didn't have asthma, he had freaking lung cancer. Yeah. He finally had it checked out because the inhaler wasn't working for him anymore, and when it was too hard for him to breathe, that's when they told him, yeah, you let this go too far.
Dynamite from the ether mine.
But that's also why you go to doctors for regular health checkups, pap screens, things like that.
Nah.
Well, then you got to worry about it. Well, actually, you might not have to worry about that because you had that shot,
It's true.
Gardasil. So I wouldn't worry about that one. But other cancers, you know, just take care of yourself and go to a doctor. Have checkups. That's why you do a blood test once in a while. Blood tests tell you stuff. Okay, well, you said breast cancer. Yeah.
So I need to go to the ether mine and find dynamite, I guess.
Yeah, I think the lung cancer might be better. I mean, I worked with a guy who swore up and down he was fine, he was fine. He'd worked with asbestos, he'd worked with all this other stuff, and he's like, I'm fine, I'm never had any problems. But then he'd be coughing, and he'd use an inhaler. And then when the inhaler didn't work for him anymore, he finally went to the doctor, and it was too late, yeah. So something like that would work. Yeah, you could say, oh, it's just the dust from the apples or whatever, for the hay or the grass, or... and then realize that yeah, she's probably been inhaling some stuff from the insecticides. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. I've been, you know, we've had this farm in our family for years. I'm fine.
Good job, man.
Yeah, you can't pass on lung cancer, Dippy. No.
So what exactly am I looking for? Is it a loot drop? Is it just there? I don't know what I'm trying to find. Oh, there's something.
Yeah. Sure, well. It's not just black people smoking, idiot.
What?
I love him, but...
I'm sorry, what?
Should I play it?
Yes. Is it really racist?
No.
She can be smoking. I mean, mommy could be as a smoker. You know, at the old time, you know, the people they all stretching. You know, the black people they all smoking. You know, she could be the smoking. So I mean, we're telling people, yeah, when you're smoking, yeah, you will have lung
Is
cancer.
that even a stereotype? Where does that come from?
It's from Andy. Andy has his own view of the world. He really does. But I think he's thinking more like urban types, you know, or whatever. I don't know. I just don't know where he gets some of his information. Like breast cancer hurts. Yeah. For the longest time, I had to tell him not to use the R word in the script. You know, and there was another script where he said, oh, maybe this character should say that this guy's, you know, the R word. And I'm like, no, you can't use that word. Why not? It's like, I was like, you've read newspapers, right? Remember when, what's his name, Iron Man there used it in some movie, and there are people protesting? I think you want people protesting?
Bloody roar. Oh, it shows me where all the dynamite is.
Oh,
That's nice.
how nice. So now you don't have to worry about, like, opening... Oh, that's Jade Empire, where things open up and explode.
You cannot enter this area, so you cannot skip to the slime mark.
Wow.
That's upsetting.
So, once I have time off, so, like, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, those are the 3 days I really want to get working on,
Yeah, you have like all day.
yeah. And then, hopefully I can finish that. I'm just kind of speaking out loud to myself, then I can try and rework the, outline for the boxing movie. It's so good to be busy. Usually this time of year it's dead. Nothing going on, but I think everybody's trying to catch up now. At one point I really felt like a full-time writer. I had the TV pilot to write, I had this thing go on, and I was like, yay! Busy is good. When I'm not busy, I mean, I like that I have time to play video games again. But then I start worrying, you know, oh, they're not going to hire me, they don't want me to write anything anymore, nobody wants me. Then I get swamped.
Where am I? Oh.
That's the nice thing about screenwriting, you know, and technology. It used to be back before computers and the internet. If you wanted to be a screenwriter, you had to work in New York City or Los Angeles, and that was it. Or you shipped a whole lot of stuff and had a lot of phone bills.
That looks annoying.
What?
There's just like so many twists and turns.
What's your level?
I got lost in here earlier, so...
Oh, that's this one?
Yeah, the ether mine.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Didn't you, like, fall down at one point?
Yeah, and I don't even have the little yellow thing showing where
Oh,
the path.
no.
I just gotta, like, navigate and look for the exclamation point.
Oh, no. The enemy's weak. We are strong. We kill you.
And they can't do a thing.
We all die.
I'm not wasting an auto
Is he
enchant.
sniffing his armpit again?
Yes.
Stop that. Who's winning?
Fuck.
Bill's awesome. How do you like the salsa? That stuff's also good on like French bread. You just kind of spread it around and bake it. What do you call that? When you take-
Prosciutto?
Yeah.
With pico de gallo?
Why not? Same type of stuff.
Mm.
It is. It's basically a chopped tomato stuff with onions. What? Same
You want
thing.
more of an Italian
So this is the
tomato.
Mexican version.
Mm.
Like I make the Mexican pasta. This is Mexican.
Oh, the Mexican pasta is so gross.
You
Who
haven't
puts-
eaten it.
Who puts salsa in
Me.
a sauce? For No, that's weird.
It's delicious.
That's like what white people think that Mexican food
no,
is.
no.
It
It's
literally
it's
is.
supposed. I originally made it as a Italian Mexican blend.
This for the chips.
Yes.
What was I going to do?
Which reminds me of an idea my sister had, which I stole from her for a script. And actually, we never made that script, so I can still use it. I want to have in real life, if I knew how to run a restaurant. She came up with the idea of a steakhouse that also serves pasta and Italian dishes, and called it Spaghetti Western. I love that. You know, tablecloths would have checked tablecloths, and posters from like old Clint Eastwood Western, spaghetti Westerns. Yeah, that'd be fun. Steakhouse that looks Italian, serves steak and bunkhouse beans and stuff, but also pasta and Italian food. I like that idea. If you knew how to cook anything, and you knew how to run a restaurant, what type of restaurant would you want?
Italian.
Just Italian? My
Yeah.
girl, my girl. We need an Italian restaurant in this town. Do that.
I mean, like, I'd feel weird having like an Indian restaurant or a Chinese restaurant or whatever because I'm white. I feel like that's
well, remember the
weird thing to
Chinese
do.
restaurant where the white people, they had white waitresses and cooks
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff?
like a
That's
waitress.
No big deal.
I feel like opening a restaurant as a white person is just.
If you have
can't do that.
Chinese cooks,
Like if you grew up in China as a white person, then sure. But if you're just some random American white
but
person,
if you're just running it, if you're owning it, and you hire the best Chinese cooks from Chinatown and so forth to come to your restaurant and cook for you, that's different.
but like, why would you even?
Because you love Chinese food.
Then just eat it.
Because you can afford to bring people from Chinatown or China or wherever, and bring them to your hometown to say, look at this incredible culture and this incredible food. Enjoy.
I think that's weird.
Why?
I think it's weird. Where the
Ah.
fuck is that guy? Oh Jesus Christ! I don't know where that guy went.
It's daytime. Ding, ding, ding. I love how it has to tell you that it's daytime. You can't tell by the sun coming up.
Yeah, you actually can't because the weather's crappy.
Sometimes, but still there's shadows and stuff.
That guy is not where I left him. He just wandered off, and now he's not going to get.
You
the thing
should
that
have
he
chopped
wanted.
his legs off.
Yeah.
Right.
Where even are the shops that I
God,
just
we've
built?
got Novi. Are you sure we're even live?
Yeah, we're live.
Alright.
I mean, we usually only get one, so it's not that big of a
Yeah, that's
difference.
true. Where's our follower? He doesn't left us.
We're never going to attract more than one viewer. Like, it's not like we're just gonna get big out of
No,
nowhere.
of course not. But we're having fun. And you have
Like,
memories to last.
I have no idea how people expand their following. Like, what do people do?
I'm sorry, wait. Oops, that's loud. Look. He's curling. Whee!
Why?
I don't know, but I love it. Look at him. Whee! Now that is the type of sports I could get into. Beavers on curling. Is it a beaver or is it a? Oh no, it's not even. It's a woodchuck. It's a little. Oh.
Like, I don't know how people promote their streams.
They pay people to watch.
They go to big followers.
That's right. They get people to.
Like, my friends have more successful streams than I do. I don't know what they did. I don't know. It's probably like a networking thing.
Maybe.
All of them do streams with each other, but that doesn't really work with our format. We can't play a game
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
But still, they just. I don't know if they advertise it in different places. I don't. Like, I have no idea. Like, I never get recognition for anything I do. My writing doesn't get recognized. My streaming doesn't get recognized. The writing is mostly because I don't write what people want to read.
Yeah.
I write things that I want to read, and I have.
Oh my god, look at this roller. They actually built it. I remember seeing computer layouts of this. Did they actually build this thing? With the twisty? Oh my god, they did. That's pretty amazing. Where is this?
is this guy?
Look how high it is. I want to ride this.
I don't want to see that.
I want to ride this. I'd do the drop thing. I don't know if I'd ride the roller coaster part of it. That goes twisty over it. Oh my gosh, this is like fun. Yeah, those are real people. These aren't computers. Whee! Oh, that's fun. And the brakes hit like 20 feet before you hit the floor. Oh yeah, I'd do this.
Oh hey, we have our one viewer.
Hey,
Finally,
one viewer.
They came. Thank
Yay,
you. We love
missed you. Please
We
don't
were
leave.
just talking about you, one viewer.
We said, "Where's our one viewer? We've been doing this for an hour now."
Where
One
the
more.
I still can't find this fucking NPC. Do I have to Google this NPC? He was
no.
literally right over here, and then I
Well, you know,
completed
like,
his
isn't
side
that
quest.
him?
and-
Who's that?
No, that's a Thoron.
Oh,
There is some guy who told me to get dynamite. I don't know where he went.
talk to him and see if he knows him.
No, he's just be like, talk to Juju. I don't want you to be my problem. Piss off.
Oh, nice.
Quest log. Gorman, this guy. I don't know where he went.
Well, he has legs. He can go somewhere. He's probably all the way in like the other side of the island or
But
something.
he's in the refugee camp
There
like
you
Juju
go.
was.
Yeah.
Gorman.
You didn't even have to go through the mines.
He is in the refugee camp.
Ah!
God damn it.
Knew it. I still can't get over this picture of your tarantula with those big ass fangs in the glass.
Yeah.
Damn, she's scary.
She's so cute though.
Oh, she's scary. How
She's
long are those?
fluffy.
She is on that side, but look at those fangs, man.
I know, right?
God damn. Ouch.
She's so
Those would
cute.
hurt. Now I feel sorry for those crickets.
Yeah, they always
Are
stay
those her
alive
little
for a
petty
while,
paw? Look at those little
Yes, those are her
feetsies.
petty paws.
Oh, little feetsies.
I
So
know.
cute.
Toesy woesies.
And she has these little toesy toes up here too.
Yes.
Eh.
She's adorable.
I just try not to look at the big scary fangs. Big black, curved, painful, poison scott.
Just don't stick your fingers in front of her and you'll be fine.
I won't stick my fingers anywhere near
I
her.
want to tickle her belly so
No,
bad though.
no.
I would love that. I don't
She
think
would
there's
not.
anything in here. Yeah, she's mean. She's never threat posed. She's never.
She just attacks.
She just lumbers toward you really threateningly.
Who's the one that like grabbed the stick out of your hand? Was that her?
That was her.
Yeah, I thought so. Knowing her, she would take the stick and beat you with it if she could. She's that kind of spider.
Those are supposed to be like really friendly and good for beginners, but that one is just a bitch. I don't see this guy here either. Like they changed their location depending on the time, so traveling here might have like taken up time, and now he might be at the other place.
So he's going one way while you're
Yeah,
going the other. You're just
basically.
like, gotta meet in the middle somewhere.
I don't know.
You're
I should check the time. I
Yeah.
haven't been checking the time.
What time do we start streaming, by the way?
We started an hour and 15 minutes ago.
Cause I gotta get up at like 7:30. Which bites.
Who the fuck is this kid?
It's Juju!
It's Nikita.
Nikita?
Nikita.
Let's get the Russian. Pass the Russian.
Look, they're so small.
We can pass the Russian.
Pin the sombrero on the Russian.
And other fun games.
Here's another little kid.
What's this one's name?
Hannah.
Oh, Anna. Anna. Vlog.
Maybe I should just do a different Colony 6 side quest and hope he's there.
You run into him by accident.
So, I gotta get some wolf hides.
Wolf?
Wolf.
Wolf hides.
Wolf hides.
Va.
Hode plank. Those guys are in both Earthsea and Machna Force. I don't know if they give out different things. Let me look that up. There are probably a lot of guides dedicated to Colony 6. Hode plank. Heil and scout hodes in Machna Forest.
Sounds very Scottish.
Machna. I think I know where they are. like over
It's good that you
here.
can jump instead of having to walk all that
Yeah,
way.
oh my god, that
Could
would
you
be
imagine?
unbearable.
God, they'll put anything on a slot machine, won't they? No, Santa. The guy I work with is every weekend he and his wife go to Batavia Downs or someplace and play slot machines. I just don't get it. That's their entertainment. They just pull
That
handles.
sounds really sad.
It is. I mean, I've seen the empty, dead look of people when they're doing it. Dad and I went to go see that comedian, the Scottish guy. Can't think of his name, but he used to have a TV show. We had to walk through the casino to get to where the show was, and there's all these lonely-looking people sitting there, dull-eyed. Put the coin in, pull a handle. Put a coin in, pull the handle, or swipe a card, pull a handle, and it's just like, oh my god, this is it. This is their entertainment. We're gonna go, laugh and have a good time and watch something fun and funny and have dinner later. And these people just sit there and keep pumping money into these machines, hoping they're gonna get rich. And he's even Bill. He's like, I know I'm not gonna get rich. I lose more money than I win, but that's fun for us. We have fun. I was like, okay, that's your idea of fun. I'm sorry. It's really sad. I think there's so many better things to do. I mean, one time he said he won $1,200 and then came home with $500. And it's like, that's it. But you just lost so much money. Why don't you just quit at $1,200? It could have been bigger. Oh god. I think I went to Atlantic City one time with Barbara, my friend Barbara, and the bus trip there, they gave you $5 to play with. And once that $5 was gone, I was like, I'm done.
I have no sense of direction. I'm just like turning around and like, is this the right way? I think if I go like the direct opposite of where I'm facing now, I think this is the right way. There's nothing this way. Great. Yeah, this is where I want to go. This general direction. But yeah, after a certain point in the game, the Colony 6 quests become unavailable, so if I'm gonna do them, I might want to do them somewhat soon.
Yeah.
I think there's actually a while to go before they become unavailable, but yeah, towards the end of the game, you just get locked out of them. I need to kill something over here. I need to switch back to Ricky, especially since he can use his yoink and get another chance of getting one of the items I need.
Oh, this is a new one. The young, instead of the old lady who wants you to fix her house up, it's some young woman who wants a bachelorette pad. Stop spinning, you weirdo.
They're spinning while talking.
I know, right?
It's interesting that the conversation carried out even when I paused the game.
Yeah.
Here we go, here's a whole bunch of them.
Oh boy!
I remember when I was working at the school, this kid was looking really forward to going gambling on his birthday.
Really?
It's like, why?
Seriously?
This was this big thing that he was excited
Yeah.
about.
Well, remember the guy you went to school with?
They're doing the conversation
Damn it!
again.
What the hell's his name? The Mexican guy. Or he was Puerto Rican. But he was in that class when you were playing Cards Against Humanity. Yeah. His big thing was he was going to get shit-faced drunk for the first time. And his brother was going to stay sober and just, help him get shit-faced. And I'm like, why? I mean, he didn't want to just have a drink. He wanted to totally get completely shit-faced, and he did. And he's like, boy, I'm never doing that again. I was like, was it worth it? He goes, no. So, see? I told you you were an idiot.
I want to experience being tipsy, but I can't drink enough alcohol to even get, like, slightly buzzed.
Just because you can't drink harder stuff,
It's disgusting. If I'm gonna drink a lot, it has to be, like, with all the sugary stuff, and that's, like, extra calories on top of alcohol calories, which are...
Well, if you get really shit-faced, you'll puke it up again anyway. It's no calories if you puke. So skip a meal. Skip a big meal.
I could do like a bunch of rum and cokes, but I still have to drink like a lot, like physically a lot.
Yeah. You could do rum and cokes with diet.
Yeah, and because
I mean, rum has some calories.
Yeah, but it just
no.
I'm saying like physical volume. I'd have to drink a lot because I can only tolerate a very small amount of alcohol in the drink without it turning disgusting.
Yeah, the taste of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
So I just have to drink like 2 liters of soda.
I'll never forget the rum and coke they served me in the blacksmith shop in New Orleans. That damn thing had to be more than half rum.
I would throw up.
Well, I sent it back. I said, I'm sorry, could you make it with, I'm a wimp. I said, can I just have it just covering the bottom of the glass? I know. And she poured some of it out, put some coke in. I took a sip. I went, a little more, please. She was like looking at me like, what's wrong with you, woman?
Okay, I need one more.
You're in Nolans now. I can say I've only gotten really shit-faced, vomiting drunk 2 times. First was, I had a good excuse, my dad died, and it was the final day of the funeral, and I just, we were all sitting around drinking, and I just got shit-faced, and it was weird though, I didn't feel drunk, I just kind of got up to go to the bathroom, puked, and then I went, hey guys, I'm going to bed, see ya, that was it. Woke up spinning. And the other time was when my brother moved us. Drove the moving van from Long Island up here when Dad and I moved when he was going to college. Because my brother drove me fucking crazy. It was pouring rain. Okay. He's got a moving van. I'm following behind him. And all of a sudden he slams on the brakes in the rain. And I'm like, holy shit, must be a deer. Out waddles a little skunk. Do-do-do. He slammed on the brakes for a skunk. And I said, why did you do that? I almost plowed into you. He goes, I don't want to hit the poor little thing, and besides it would make the truck smell. It's like, it's not your truck, it's a rental.
Yeah, I remember when I was in driving school,
Yeah.
The instructor told us this story about this girl who literally died because she just didn't want to hit a raccoon.
Oh.
Like, she swerved and
Yeah.
hit a tree and died.
Yeah.
She didn't want to run over a raccoon.
Yeah. Well, how'd they know if she died?
Maybe she still hit the raccoon. Or maybe that someone was in the car.
Okay, maybe. That had to be the deal. Because if she's by herself and it's like, oh no, I don't want to hit this raccoon, and she misses it and it lives, then,
even
somebody
if
had
that
to tell
was
the
fake,
story.
I'm sure that's happened before.
Oh, for sure. So, the another thing he did was, he was in such a hurry to get home and get to the airport that he unloaded the truck and literally blocked us in, and we had to crawl under stuff and around things to get into our own apartment. He just made such a wreck of it, and then he's like, hurry up, take me to the... Oh, never again. But then the next time I saw my brother was coming to the... we had to dangle Buffalo Bills tickets at him to make him come here. And he's still never seen this house. We've been living here for you're going to be 24 years old, so almost 25 years. And my brother's never set foot in this house.
Would you really want him to?
Yeah, he's a good guy. I mean, not the way it looks now, but... It just bugs me that, my sister is weird. She's airline family and has decided she's scared of flying. We were raised on airplanes, man. But after my dad died, she said, oh, I feel weird without dad in the cockpit. I'm like, Dad never flew us. Dad was always home watching the dog. I think I flew with Dad in the cockpit maybe twice. And we went twice a year, every year. You know, when I was a kid, from the time I was 2 years old until he passed away when I was 16, or maybe the year before that he retired. So yeah, she just a combination of that's her story. But I think her well, no, she was scared of flying when she came out for our wedding, and that was 1990. I mean, she did it though. But then what put the kibosh on it forever was, I think, 9/11. Now it's like, oh, somebody's gonna hijack my plane, whatever. Gotta learn to live.
I'd be more scared of being in a helicopter.
Oh, for sure.
I
Yeah.
saw like drawings of the autopsy sketches
Oh,
of
nice.
Kobe and everyone who flew with Kobe.
Oh,
and,
did
like,
you really?
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
I'm
Why
trying
do
to
you look
remember.
up this stuff?
I don't know. I just stumbled upon it on Reddit.
I
But,
didn't know that was even available.
his legs were gone. One of his arms was gone.
Yeah,
His
they
brain
basically picked
was
up-
absent.
Oh.
His spine was like going through his front. Like
Oh,
it was
man.
somehow like going through his chest or some area.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's kind of strange. I mean, the Buddy Holly crash, I've seen pictures of that, and they're just kind of flung around here, there, and everywhere, but that was just a small plane. I don't think anybody was missing anything. But helicopters are dangerous because they got the rotors going, and the tail rotor, man, if anything happens with that, you're flying in circles.
Oh yeah,
You're-
and the Twilight Zone thing.
Oh, yeah. I've watched that video. I can't see what you see.
I totally saw the head going.
I did not. I'm sorry.
You have to like pause it. You have to watch it in slow motion.
I've seen it in slow motion, and I
No.
still can't see what the hell's going
I've
on. It's just a
definitely-
bad video.
No, it's totally the head.
But there's the other kid was one of the kids was also.
Yeah, but it was one of their heads. You can just see it go.
Jesus. I'm sorry. I you'll have to point this out to me sometime
What,
because
you
I've
wanna
looked at
watch
that.
it?
Well, I mean, I've looked at it and I'm going, where? But just the fact that they still use the most of the footage of that thing, it's like, you bastards! That movie should have been put kibosh on it from then on. Just like, no, somebody died on this like that. No.
I mean, it could have been a rock or something, but there's a head-shaped thing that goes flying.
I think the weirdest video I saw was somebody posted one of the videos of back when they had the Taliban decapitating people, and I just assumed decapitate, you know, like in the movies, boom, done, you know. This guy was sawing and sawing. I'm like, no, thank you.
I've seen so many fucked up videos.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just desensitized.
That's why I think you'd make a good what do you call it? The investigator. Yeah, forensic investigator. I think you'd do great with that because you have no empathy for. He was like, oh, okay, eye over there, teeth over there, cool. Which reminds me, my sister had to babysit this family with these kids one time, and the kid goes, "Hey, you want to see my dad's slides?" And she's thinking, "Family vacation slides. All right, sure." And pulls out all these like bodies, pictures of bodies and their teeth, and you know, he was a forensic dentist, and so his job was basically to identify people by their teeth. And so he had all these slides of all these car accidents where people were mangled beyond belief, and she's looking at this going, I didn't know this was gonna be this kind of slides. Please put these away. So that was her education in mortality. 16 years old going, oh fuck.
Trying to think about the most fucked up thing I've seen on the internet was I saw this video of like, I guess this kid drowned and got eaten by piranhas.
Oh
and
no.
they had his body and it was like still wearing shoes, but there was no flesh on the legs, and it looked like a puppet. It was really fucked up.
Wow. I think the saddest thing I ever saw, and kind of fascinating in a really weird way. I remember in the news when there was some New York assemblyman who had been caught stealing a shit ton of money, and he was gonna make a announcement, and people thought he was just gonna give himself up or whatever, and say, okay, yes, I did this, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. Instead, he said, if anyone has a weak stomach, please look away, and he pulled out a gun and put it in his mouth. And of course, the cameras, they on TV, they cut away. They just cut away. So I never thought video was out there, and sure enough, hey, internet, it's out there, the whole thing. The cameraman who shot this footage, I don't know how he did it, how he had the stomach for doing this, never flinched, the camera doesn't move, it stays on him. And what surprised me the most was that it's not like in the movies where it's like, boom, you fall down. The amount of blood coming from this man's nose.
Wait, are you talking about Bud Dwyer?
Yes. The amount of blood coming from his nose fascinated me. I don't know why. I just never assumed that when you shoot yourself in the brain like that the blood would keep pumping and it had nowhere else to go but through the nose. So I was kind of like, wow, I didn't think that would happen. That was weird.
I haven't actually seen that one.
Yeah, it's interesting. I feel
I've definitely heard of it.
Yeah,
but
I mean, the fact that he's telling people, look away if you don't want to see this, and the people are begging him, please don't, and somebody gets up and tries to take the gun from him, and then he just quickly, does it. And it's like, that was kind of, I don't understand suicide like that. Okay, you go to jail, yes, your career's ruined, but you know what? It's not worth dying for. I assume this guy had a family.
didn't it turn out that he wasn't even in trouble or something, or like whatever his problem was?
It was embezzlement, and it wouldn't have been he had to go to trial, I think. So they caught him at it or something, and he probably could have gotten a good lawyer, got away with it. Like half the people, got a pardon from somebody, But he panicked and thought, well, my life's over, my career is over, blah blah blah. No career is worth your life. I don't care what you do.
Dober Corgi. That sounds so cute.
What's it? Dober what?
Dober Corgi.
The Doberman Corgi?
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm trying to imagine what a Doberman Corgi would look like.
Let me look it up. I want to see this.
Well, I saw a Rottweiler Basset Hound mix that was absolutely adorable. It was a Basset Hound body, but it had the big fat Rottweiler head, and ears, but stubby little legs. It was adorable. I just want to know who. Oh my gosh, it looks like okay.
That's so cute.
The legs aren't stubby like as a corgi. That's good. I thought I'd have like little itty bitty legs. Oh, that is kind of cute. I'd take one of those. So we went immediately from morbid to cutesy. How the hell did we do that? It's like,
Dober Corgi.
We're easily distracted. Oh, look, cute.
Wet Rat.
Yay.
Oh, that was in that comic
yes,
that I reblogged.
Yes, I still remember that.
Yeah, you can give your party members gifts, and it like boosts or lowers their affinity.
Here's a wet rat for you.
Yeah, apparently Dunban does not like wet rats. Retwets.
Retwets?
Retwets.
Retwets. Red rum.
So the item we need is a rare collectible in Tefra Cave, so we have to just keep looking for it, I guess. I've only found one ever. I don't even know if I want to do this. I could go back to grinding. I kind of just want to grind.
Well, we got about a half hour to go because I gotta get to bed and go do this crap all over again.
3 hour stream.
What?
Stream is
I'm not
3
doing till
hours.
1 o'clock.
What?
It's almost 11:30.
We'll break our chain.
What time did you want to do this till?
Like, we've done 1 hour 30 minutes so far.
Oh my god, Kim, I gotta get up at like...
You'll be fine.
No.
Just drink the energy drink.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, wait a minute. I was thinking 8:30, 7. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you have to get up at 6.
That's right.
Is that the thing I need? I don't know what that is. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm just gonna go through here once, and if I don't find it...
I wish it was Wednesday tomorrow. I don't want to do 3 days in a row. I want to stay home and write. I don't know how many sick days I have. But then they'll think I have COVID, and they'll be a pain in the ass. You can't come back to work unless you have a thing shoved up your nose.
I think we might need a test for school.
Do you?
And
Well,
if we don't do it...
but it's probably the swab test. It's the mouth swab. It's not going to be up your nose. It's going to be because those are too expensive to have like multiple people do. We were told if we went into code yellow that we would have to do the mouth swabs. It's like, all right, fine, whatever. Yeah, I don't want anybody tickling my sinuses into my brain. Thank you very much.
It freaks me out so bad.
It does. Just the thought of it is like, no, thank you.
So I'm gonna go back to grinding.
This is gonna be entertaining.
It's probably more entertaining than just wandering around that cave trying to find the specific collectible I need. I mean, either one would be pretty uninteresting, so we better...
At least you get to see some action of you fighting stuff instead of walking around going, where the fuck is this?
We get to hear Ricky make noise.
Ricky!
Reminds me of that Bear in the Big Blue House character, Trilo.
Oh, yes! Trilo! It's an annoying little fuck. Any character that talks kind of like Elmo is just annoying. and he was worse because he was like a hyperactive Elmo. He just jumped all over the freaking place. I loved the bear though. He was just so cuddly looking. You just want to hug him. You grew up with the best preschool shows. Blue's Clues, Bear in the Big Blue House. They were awesome. The Big Book of Everything. Great Big Book of Everything. Great Big Book of Everything. And the Krat Brothers.
It was Zoboomafoo. Krat Brothers was a spin-off cartoon made after Zoboomafoo died.
Zoboomafoo died? What?
Yeah, the lemur was based on...
You mean the guy who does...
No, I think it was the lemur. Like, I know it was a puppet, but I think there was like a real lemur that was used in some scenes.
They couldn't train another one?
No, I'm just saying the lemur that they used. They didn't use multiple lemurs. He had one lemur who died. So
they couldn't find another trained lemur.
I know, but it was just that lemur died, and they're like, this lemur died.
They all look the same. Just get another one.
He was their one lemur, and like, what if you have a dog and the dog dies, or you're like, let's get another one. Let's not even announce that this dog died. Just replace it when no one's looking.
You know how many Lassies there have been and Benjis? There's been about 3 or 4 Lassie and Benjis. They don't need to say, oh, this Lassie died. They just got another one. They all look the same.
That's terrible.
Come on, the first Lassie was like in 1950 something. That show went on until like the 70s. You really think there's a 30-year-old dog? Give me a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lemur, the star of the short-lived PBS wildlife show for kids Zoboomafoo, died Monday of kidney failure at the Duke Lemur Center. Why are you so unsympathetic for this poor lemur? A lemur fucking died. They
could have gotten another one. If they wanted to, if that was the only reason they canceled the freaking show.
No, that's not why they canceled. I'm just saying it died.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that's why they canceled it.
No.
Oh,
I'm just saying the lemur died.
Okay, that's sad.
They made the cartoon after the lemur died, not implying that the lemur dying was the reason they made the cartoon.
That's what it sounded like. It sounded like you were saying that they'd no longer do the live action show because the fucking lemur died. Highlight reel number 17. Lemur died. Is that anything like, the rabbit died? You don't understand the rabbit died. back before there were pregnancy tests.
Oh
home pregnancy
yeah,
tests.
I know what that is.
Yeah, there's some kind of test that they would do with women's urine or something.
They piss on a rabbit.
They don't piss on a rabbit. They inject it in the rabbit, and if it dies, you're pregnant or something. There was actually a TV. No, it was a movie with Joan. What's her name? Shit, I can't think of the comedian's name. But Billy Crystal, young Billy Crystal, played a man who gets pregnant, and it was called the Rabbit Test. Yeah, it was funny.
Mpreg.
Huh?
Mpreg.
Yeah. Hang on. Joan Rivers. Let me see. Oh, I probably shouldn't have shut that off because now I want to get back to it. Hang on a minute. No, please don't tell me I screwed that up. I was in the middle of a good Jeopardy. I fucked it up. Oh well. Who cares? Let's see. Rabbit test. What year was it? I had to be like 79 or something.
I'm gonna grab my drink real quick, because I got to the nasty part of the coffee.
Oh.
Ew. It's Mpreg.
Yeah.
Ow, my knee.
Inconceivably funny, they said.
I almost tripped on my tail. Oh, hey, Vinny's out.
Aw, hey Vinny.
He's on his hide.
Aw, good boy.
He's like going down.
Okay, 1978, by the world's first pregnant man, written and directed and co-written by Joan Rivers, and this was Billy Crystal's film debut. It was a one and only directing effort by Joan Rivers. Oh, the rabbit test is a Friedman test, commonly known as a rabbit test, a medical procedure used for several decades in the 20th century to determine pregnancy.
I just picked up a rabbit stone.
Yaha.
Are you okay?
No.
What's even weirder than Mpreg is that weird ABO shit. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
I don't even know how to
What
start.
is
It's
ABO?
like it's this weird alpha, beta, omega relationship, and they also not like dogs do, and it's like this whole weird thing. I think it started with Supernatural. I don't know. It's this weird fucking fan fiction thing.
So he says, I don't have a very creative island, but my Snow People band made me smile.
I got the recipe for that someone. Look up ABO, or maybe don't.
Yeah, I'd rather not. I'm good. There's some things in the world of the internet that I'm just better off not knowing about. I was so innocent and naive until you guys came along.
I hate fan fiction.
Would you write it?
I hate fan fiction. Fan fiction in theory is good, but like fan fiction in practice, what everyone writes is just like.
Oh yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. It still makes me laugh that Twilight was originally.
You mean
No, not
50
Twilight.
50
50
Shades of
Shades of Grey. Yeah, it was originally a fan fiction. And it's still kind of like that. I mean, the book, if you look at it, is just pathetic.
Like, it's just fucking half of all fan fiction is smut.
Mhm.
And people just really want to see existing characters fuck. Like, I don't get it. I'm asexual, but I just don't get why everything has to be sex. Why this is like the only stuff that gets attention. I kind of get like the shipping fix, but smut fix with all this weird, like, just the weird shit like Mpreg and ABO, and there's a lot of vanilla stuff, but some of the weird kinks that come up in fan fiction is just like, really, guys?
See, that's why most of my fan fiction was just I was into Jackie Chan at the time, so I'd put Jackie Chan into roles that I wanted to see him do.
Like, that's normal.
That's fun.
But I'm talking about the weird smut.
Oh, I know.
You walked into the smut stream.
Well, before we were really into the
We were talking about,
morbid
like-
shit. Really, really morbid crap.
Mhm.
So we went from morbid to, oh, look, puppies, to this.
Yeah.
That's basically our stream in Reader's Digest version.
If you need some mind bleach, Google Doberman Corgi mix.
Yeah.
That's what got us to change the subject.
Yeah. Mind bleach. I like that. We just call it thread cleanse. Thread cleanse. Puppies! 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 Yeah, the Bills won, I guess.
Yeah, the weirdest thing is the Undertale fandom. It's still thriving, but not like it was originally. Like, it's become the Sans fandom. People just make all these alternate universe...
Sans Undertale?
Yeah, Sans Undertale. Literally him. They make all these alternate versions of Sans Undertale and ship them with himself.
Oh my god.
Like, there are all these Undertale AUs. Like, one where Sans has Papyrus's personality. That's Underswap. It started as like this cute art thing where they just swap the Undertale characters' personalities. But now he's become a character in their overarching Undertale AU universe. That's like alternate universe? I don't know. You get what I'm trying to say, probably.
Maybe.
But yeah, and he's now known as Blueberry. And then they have like this edgy Underfell where Sans is like a murderer or something.
Oh god.
And they have one Ink Sans. He's like the guardian of creativity. He allows all the Sans multiverses to exist. And like,
man.
how is this Sans Undertale the funny skeleton?
Yeah, seriously.
Literally, what does this
He's
have to
just
do
this
with the
funny,
the
cute-
funny pun skeleton?
Oh god. He's just a funny, cute skeleton.
I
That's
love
all.
Sans. This whatever they did is not Sans. This is their own original character. Why does it have to be attached to Sans? He has nothing in common with these OCs.
Wow.
And there are so fucking many.
Really?
There's like the Lust Tail and
Oh no!
Underswap and
Ew.
Outer Tail and Glitch,
Glitch.
whatever the fuck. It's like, come on guys, just make up your own story. This doesn't have to have anything to do with
Oh,
Sans.
you know what's funny is, you know the guy who hosts the Masked Singer, the Asian guy that was in
I don't
like,
know what that is.
yeah, but anyway, there's apparently another version of it where it's the Masked Dancer,
Oh, I've heard of that.
and there's somebody who has a flower mask, and he inadvertently posted that flower from Undertale.
Oh, flowery.
The flower, yes. And they're all like, wait a minute, do you realize what you just did? You gotta find it, it's pretty funny. Ken Jeong, that's his name.
Sans is a great character, just original Undertale Sans Undertale. He doesn't deserve all this shit that they did to him. It's the most random character too. He's not sexy or anything. I mean, I guess people think he's sexy, but he's not.
I'm sorry, I don't understand being
Yeah, they write all.
attracted to an animated character.
Yeah, he's
Just
just
don't.
he's like a pixel skeleton. No, they write the weird smut fics about Sans fucking himself, but it's an
Hey.
alternate universe version of himself. Like it's the edgy Sans fucking the Blueberry one. I don't fucking know.
Don't go.
Joe and I were looking on AO3 trying to find the worst Sans fanfiction. We were just looking through the Undertale tag, and it was literally just Sans fiction. Sans fiction,
Jesus.
that's what I'm gonna call it now.
Fan
Fan
fiction.
fiction. It was about like Sans fucking Sans and Sans fucking the reader and
And it goes glitchy and gets all sick. It's that one. So somebody came back with, let's see.
But it's always Sans. It's never Papyrus or Undyne or any of the other characters. It's just Sans. They're not even present in any of these things.
So one of the replies was, "Oh no, not this flower." Damn, Ken Jeong unknowingly posting some Undertale, and so I posted this one. I don't think he probably still doesn't understand what that means.
Joe's writing an Undertale fic now.
Oh, cool.
She's writing
Oh,
about Alphys too. That was the character I wrote about. She wants me to pick up my fanfiction again, but it's like, I haven't played Undertale since like 2016, 2015.
Jeez, yeah.
I don't know how I'd be able to get myself back into it. Like,
Hmm.
I'm My brain is in Xenoblade mode right now. I don't want to
Yeah.
think about anything but Xenoblade.
She kind of gets that though.
Yeah, because she's that way with Undertale right now. She doesn't want
Yeah.
to think about anything
Oh,
besides
no.
Undertale.
Somebody else had posted that Dave Matthews Band of the guy getting hit with the twisted lemonade. That was beautiful. Twisted tea. That is so good. That guy deserved it so much. I still can't believe the guy, after getting hit in full force in the face with a heavy can of twisted tea, stood up again before the guy had to, sit on him, beat him up, and go, "We done now?" And he's still after getting pounded. He gets up like, "Okay, we good." Dumbass. I think when you're that shit-faced drunk, you're kind of numb, but he'll feel it tomorrow.
I had to take a drink.
Have a drink.
I have to take the lid off.
Whoa, you're making poor little guy spinny. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Ryan's falling over.
Woo!
Shulk's just like, oh my god.
Oh, now Ricky fell over. What does he do? What's with that foot position?
What is that?
What happened to?
What the hell? Is his foot in the snow?
I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
it looks like he was just like lounging and his foot sunk into the snow or something. It's like Monado boy goes sploosh or something. I don't know. I'm still disturbed by the fact that he likes to attack from the rear.
So does Shulk. They both have a move like that.
They both make a move.
Yeah. No, Ricky likes to bite their ass.
Ah!
Bitey.
Jesus. How? He's so tiny.
He has his little snappy.
Oh, that's true. He has that little
snappy
yeah,
dinosaur thing.
That's true.
Museum gift shop.
Yes. And zoo gift shop. So ineffectual.
His panties.
Steel panties.
I
Yoink.
yoinked his panties.
I got a wedgie. Oh! That's not the view I wanted to see.
I want to go to a museum gift shop.
Yeah.
That's the best part of the
It
museum,
is.
honestly.
That's why I was so disappointed when we went to the Golden Mummies. That was very cool. We loved that. But then we wanted to go to the gift shop, and it's like, well, I have 3 items that I can sell you. It's like, what? Yeah, we had to close our gift shop for COVID. It's like, It's like space age ice cream and the Anubis Tive thing. It's like, oh, good, thanks. Bite his toes. Oh, bite your ankles. There's 2 of them. That's what Melly does.
Oh my god,
Melly
I'm
has the
dying.
best temper tantrums.
He's just walking around on his own. Look at him go. There we go.
What angle though?
Yeah. Oh my god. That guy is going right into the screen. Did one of them die?
Maybe.
I think so.
So right now we got crotch shots on this one all day long. Look at my butt. Look at it.
Oh my god, Dad is dying.
He's just exploded. Bird.
Those guys are so hard to hit. It's like I gotta like go right under it and shoot the ice at it, or it doesn't attack. Oh, I gotta kill these guys. Are they hermit crabs? I think they're hermit crabs.
Oh, I didn't see that before. Yes, Sans is absolutely an icon.
I had a little figurine of Sans that I put in the spider tank before there was a spider in it. He was imprisoned.
Aww. Then you got your sister's thing that she made of perler beads of Sans. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I have a Sans plushie.
Aww.
I have Papyrus too.
Yeah.
Undertale is such a good game.
It was fun.
I get so mad thinking of the Sans figures. How did
Perverted.
this happen? It's not even always perverted. It usually is, but not necessarily.
Now, what about Homestuck? I bet people are really screwed with
Oh boy.
that. Isn't that like one of the reasons you didn't like Homestuck, or people who were into Homestuck or something?
There was just this weird girl that was into Homestuck, but she
okay.
was also into anime and like
Oh.
fetishizing. She was really into yaoi.
Where do you find these people?
I don't know. I wish I never did. She wasn't my friend.
Oh, she was a friend of one of your friends?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She sat with us at lunch.
Gotcha.
She was really weird.
Thing is that right now, looking back, these kids are probably like, "Oh God, why was I like that?"
I'm pretty sure he is actually transgender.
Oh,
I
okay.
saw him on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had no idea until like a month ago when I looked on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Well, it's like,
But he used to say that he was a gay guy in a girl's body, so kind of makes sense. I get
yeah,
it.
yeah. Well, I was working with this. Back then, she was Kelly, and then she started changing, and he didn't say for sure he was gonna be transgender or whatever, and so nobody really knew how to address him, what pronouns, and he didn't even know what pronouns. And so finally, I guess, yeah, I've seen him on Facebook, and he had the operations and stuff. But yeah, it's always awkward when they don't know or don't care what pronoun you use. It's like, use anything. It's like, no, I really feel weird not knowing
I'll just do they.
Yeah.
I've seen people unironically ask to be referred to as it. I mean, it's just weird Twitter people, but it's like, no, I'm not referring
No.
to a human being as it.
Seriously. Your spiders are one thing.
I'll say they. I'm not going to call you an it. That's just dehumanizing.
Yeah, seriously. These would be like, remember, you don't remember, when married women didn't want to be called Miss, or they didn't want to be called Mrs. either, they created the Ms. There should be something new.
There should be.
You know?
Like, yeah, there's nothing for non-binary people to say, like,
Seriously.
instead of Mr. and Mrs.
But even like the he, she, whatever.
Well, that's they works, but there really isn't like a Mr. and Mrs.
They
thing
sounds
for
like too
non-binary.
many. Like there's too many people.
When you don't know someone's gender, like when you're talking about someone online, you're like, oh, they said this.
Oh yeah.
It's
I
a normal
guess.
thing.
I guess, yeah.
But yet there isn't really a substitute for Mrs. or Mr. I wonder what they do. Like, what do they say? I've never actually thought about that before.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen forums where it says, do you prefer Mr., Mrs., or non-Miss, Mr., Ms., or non, and they just say none. But, yeah.
I don't think there's... Is there a word for, like, a non-binary parent? Like, other than parent?
Guardian. Sounds great. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Parent, I need help with my
seriously.
homework.
Like, there's gotta be, like, an affectionate term, like the equivalent of mommy for non-binary
Seriously,
people.
instead of having called by their first name.
There probably is one, and I just don't know it. I know non-binary people sometimes call themselves NBs.
Okay.
Like, for non-binary NB.
Yeah.
That could work as a mommy.
Yeah, NB. That sounds weird, though.
Maybe. It ends with E.
Speaking of kids and weird names and stuff, do you remember Tom and his family? How they changed the last name of just the kids?
They did.
Yeah. Well, let's say, Tom is Tom Dowling. His wife is, her last name is Burl. I think. Was it that the way it was? No. She was, I can't think of the name. But they used Burl for the kids. So they have third surname for the kids.
That's strange.
Yeah. Because they didn't want to, she didn't want to change her name to Dowling. So she wanted to retain it. But they weren't sure if the kids wanted to be called Dowling or her last name. So they went, fuck it, we'll use a third one. And all the kids are Burl. So Amelia Burl is a girl you knew, and I forget what NJ and the other. That's another one, NJ.
Why didn't they just do like Burl Dowling? Like some
No,
people
they didn't want.
combine their
Yeah,
last
they didn't want
names
to
like
hyphenate it. They didn't want to hyphenate it at all. Though, so they gave him, I think, a grandfather's name or something, one of their grandparents' names. It's so confusing. And as a kid, I'd be like, wait a minute, how come I don't have mommy or daddy's last name? Why am I a Pearl? Am I adopted? You know, that's confusing. What the heck is his wife's last name? It's gonna bug me now.
Still level 46. God, this is
Damn.
gonna take forever. I'll try again with Shulk when I get there. I was Ricky and I couldn't.
Cyrus.
That's a cool last
Yeah.
name.
Oh, well, back then, Billy Ray Cyrus was really big.
Oh, that's
And they
kinda
live in
cool.
Tennessee.
I'm thinking of Cyrus, like the guy from Pokemon.
Yeah. No, but they were living in Tennessee.
Oh,
And she was getting people calling her up and, are you related to Billy Ray? Is Billy Ray there? It's like, she had to take her name out of the phone book. It's like, just fucking stop.
He's just going. Oh, he stopped.
He
I thought
stopped,
he was
yeah.
gonna roam
No.
around like
No.
he did that one time.
This is getting all over the place. I'm going to write a self-defense book on how to defend yourself against attacks with Twisted Tea. Chapter 1, don't use the N-word.
Storm shot. Art learned. What did I learn? Ricky is angry.
Uh-oh.
I don't want this.
Alright, now I gotta find that Twisted Tea version. It's hysterical. Was it Dave Matthews Band one? I'll look that up. Hang on.
Don't play it. Nobody's gonna.
No, I'm not gonna play it here. I'm gonna put it on. Somebody was talking about the Twisted Tea video
Oh, okay.
and how funny it is. I'm like, yeah, but have you seen this? There we go.
Ooh, both me and Shulk are behind the guy.
What was the one with the Twisted Tea though? Just the Dave Matthews Band one.
Are there any landmarks around here? I'm gonna just sneak past this battle and try to find a landmark. There's gotta be something. Can I just go around? He's just kind of standing in a magical circle. guy's gonna step on me. How does Ricky breathe fire? Like, what is he doing? Are Napon just magical like that?
He did, well, maybe like, you know how your Vinegaroon has vinegar? He has like a lighter fluid type of thing in his mouth, I guess. And you just have to make a spark. Gnash his teeth together and boom.
I don't think it's his weapon doing that. I think he just straight up breathes fire and poison and ice.
Nice. But his breath is charming.
He also says his breath smells good. Or like, that's how he heals people. He, when you do his healing move, he says something about his breath.
I'm just chuckling to myself over the Dave Matthews Band edit of that video. Still just the best.
Fine quality belts. See, look, there he is. I'm just gonna sneak right past him.
Okay.
Bye. I'm heading to Sword Valley. See you later.
Doodles. Oh, you mean they're still fighting?
Yeah, there's Mooncar. I'm supposed to fight him.
Don't mind me, just get by.
I think the whole point of this is to save Fiora, but like...
Don't care, bye.
Yeah.
Busy.
I wonder if you can see me just running right past him. It's like, what the fuck?
Run away! Run away! What's your level so far?
I'm level 36.
And he is?
Level 38.
Oh boy. Getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to find a landmark near him.
Hmm.
This is pretty far away from him, and there are no enemies around. Where am I going? What is
Cave
it?
of
Is this,
Bile.
is this
Bile
Sword
Battle.
Valley? Like, am I headed towards Sword Valley?
He's heading for a cave.
I think this is just...
Whoa, what was that?
That was Shulk
Jesus.
teleporting. You must defeat Mooncar.
You cannot leave. Force you to fight.
How come there's no landmark around here?
They don't
It was
want you
like
to
this
leave.
in Macna too.
It's like, get your ass back there and fight, you little coward.
What's up there? There's like an ether deposit over there. I'll try to get
Ooh.
over there. I just don't want to have to walk all the way back. Can I jump on Metalface? Can I do it? He's not in the circle. Can I go in the mech? Can I pilot Metalface? That would be really
That
fun.
would be fun, yeah. Get in there.
It was a big circle.
Yeah, seriously. He's like, hey.
Hi, Mooncar.
Hey.
Bye, Mooncar. See you later.
And he doesn't move from his little circle, he just stands there waiting, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Patient.
Oh, look, treasure.
Woo! So the classes you're taking...
I'm taking biochem, organic chemistry 2.
Oh boy, I bet you're looking forward to that one most, yeah?
A life science ethics class.
Life science ethics?
Like issues in life science, like biology. I don't know why they call it life science.
So like, is it like whether or not to test on animals or something?
Stuff like that, yeah. Like
Okay.
cloning and
Oh, okay. That'd be
whatever,
interesting.
Genetic engineering.
Do you get to like debate?
I believe so, yes.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
And the other one is Intro to Human Evolution. It's an anthropology class.
That'll be fun too, because you're all about evolution.
Yeah. How do you
Which
get
one
to
are you
that?
looking forward to the most? I know which one you're looking forward to the least.
Yeah. What is this quest over here? Hey, Birdie. Birdie.
So which one is it?
I don't know. I guess the Human Evolution one.
Okay. You like to argue. I figured that. I remember when you were that teacher who said you should be a lawyer. Because you like to argue. Back when you were arguing about, and you had a good case.
Then I got social anxiety.
Yeah, but you had a perfectly good case. When she told me what you were arguing with her about, I was like, she's right. It was about playing tag or something. Right?
How we weren't allowed to run on the playground.
Yeah, what the hell's that?
It's such
You might
bullshit.
hurt yourself. And I'm like, well, you know, kids got you. The whole complaint is kids are too sedate and not getting enough exercise. What's wrong with playing on the playground? That's what it's for. You gotta run.
Is there another bird? Where'd this bird come from?
Whoa. By the way, I think now they're finally letting kids call it Halloween again.
They weren't allowing kids to call it.
Didn't they
Halloween?
call it
Harvest?
celebration?
Is this at school?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Like even at high school?
Yeah. Yeah, they have Halloween parties. I've never seen a harvest celebration since I've been there. It's like, let's face it, we're not all a bunch of little farmers. We can stop calling it Harvest Day or whatever the hell it's.
Harvest
fucking
seems more like a
Halloween.
Thanksgiving
Yeah.
type of thing.
It's freaking Halloween. Deal with it, you know. And a couple of years ago, in fact, they had a bunch of the staff dress up in costumes and march into the cafeteria for each one of the lunches and dance to Thriller for Halloween. So I think that might have changed after Leslie, what's her face? Because when you were in school, Leslie Myers was not the principal, was she?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think once she came in, she's like, no, screw that, it's Halloween. That was the only good thing she did. Now she's destroying the Rochester School District. Something fierce. They're losing money left, right, center. They are just bankrupt. And what's even funnier is that the person who spent the most money at our school, Mrs. What's her face? Davis. She calls herself Davis again now. She's not. What's a Hispanic name? Shit. Martinez. Yeah, she's not Mrs. Martinez anymore. She's Mrs. Davis again. I don't know why. But she used to tell my boss, if my file cabinet or something like that doesn't work, if you find file cabinets that don't work, don't fix them. Just throw them out. Because I ask them for money, they give it to me. Okay.
Oh, look at this thing. That's cool.
I like them.
Time for it to die.
Oh, wow. You're so mean. It looks like one of those prehistoric kind of birds.
Yeah, it's really cool. I don't remember ever seeing this on
Yeah.
me. Probably one of a kind, and I'm killing the last one.
Oh, somebody dreaming back there?
Puppy
I hear
dream.
whoops.
Puppy tree.
Oh, her toes are going. Her back toes is going. Oh, she's whoop whooping in her sleep. Poor baby having a dream. I hope it's a good dream. Yeah. Always sounds like she's so scared when she whoops in her sleep. The little feetsies are running in tandem, like she's running and galloping. So cute. She is adorable. No, don't.
Can I fish right off this cliff?
Yeah, go for it.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Damn.
I swear
That
it was.
bridge.
I swear it was easier to push them off in the original Xenoblade. I guess they changed it.
Is this where everybody goes slidey, slidey?
I did find a patch of ice.
Oh, nice.
It's right down there actually.
Whee!
Whee!
Woohoo! Whoops. Lands on his face.
The ice physics were really weird. Doesn't seem that weird.
We'll fix it.
Why am I targeting that one over there?
Woohoo!
Here comes Snapchat. Alright, I'm feeling it.
Are you feeling it? Where? Is your controller buzzing? You doing the heart thing?
No. Oh, I can't heal myself.
Uh-oh.
There are too many hermit crabs.
Don't.
Jesus. They're gonna kill me and they're gonna send me back to that landmark. I gotta get out of here. I can't though. See ya.
Bye-bye.
I love abandoning them.
It's like, I don't want to fight anymore. Bye-bye.
He teleported in front of me right just in that pose. Like he wasn't moving or anything. He was just like, Ryan.
He looks so pouty.
Ryan. It's him. It's Ryan. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Shulk and try this Moomcar fight. Where the hell is he? Where's Moomcar's magical circle?
Well, it's not
There
there.
it
It's kind of
is.
snowy there, isn't it?
No, I see
Why
it.
is why is it suddenly snowy? It was just desert before.
No, it was snow. It was just lit up yellow by those crystals.
Oh, okay. It looked like desert. So confused.
I'm pretty sure we're still under leveled, but I'll give it another try.
Why
and if we
not?
die, we'll teleport back to that area and we can grind our way through again.
Woohoo!
And just keep repeating that until we're strong enough to kill Moomcar. Look at him boogieing. Yeah. He's still doing it.
Dancy, dancy, dancy.
He's got some moves. Oh
does.
fuck, he stopped.
It's coming for you now. I still want to see video of these people making these sounds in the recording booth.
Whoa, 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 that did a lot of damage.
I remember one time watching a video of Jackie Chan had to dub fighting sounds for some movie, and he looks so stupid doing it.
No, turn around, fuck.
Wait, that's not that kind of game.
Fuck. Wow, that did nothing. Don't die, Ryan. You're gonna ruin everything if you die. Attention's gonna get fucked. Fiery pain 4.
Ow.
4. I still don't know what the numbers mean. Reshield,
Did you ever think of like looking it up to find out what the numbers mean?
Is that gonna help?
Maybe. Might have to do something with your strategy.
I think that helps. Ryan, no. Ryan, please. Come on.
Run away! Run away!
Oh, I've got the aggro.
Okay.
Oh no, Ryan.
Don't.
Okay, Ryan's fine. No, Ryan has 1 HP. Whoa.
What?
Now he doesn't. I just wasted my healing move.
Good job.
Now I can't revive Ryan.
Oops.
And I'm dead.
Hard to revive anybody when you're dead.
Why am I getting a vision? I'm dead and Ricky can't save me. Why? Great, just giving me a
Your
vision.
vision is Ricky
dying.
lives.
No, he dies.
Oh, okay. Ricky runs away after he heals himself.
We're getting there. Maybe one more grind session.
Okay. What fun, morbid things can we talk about during this one? Ricky. Excuse me. I'm not past my bedtime. No, I'm not. My bedtime's usually 3 a.m. Who am I kidding? I don't sleep. The other day when we were watching movies Saturday, Dad fell asleep after the first movie, or maybe the second. We were watching some music thing, and no, he fell asleep halfway through that. I stayed up till 4 in the morning watching stuff. I'm like, I guess the birds are gonna start singing soon. Better go to bed now. I couldn't believe Christmas Day that nobody woke up until after 10.
I stayed up till like 5. It was ridiculous.
And poor Joe's like, I was up the whole time. I was like, well, why'd you wake anybody up?
Yeah, like, we always used to wake you up.
Right?
You could have woken me up.
Seriously.
I would have gotten up. I love Christmas.
Right? But it worked out. You all got your presents. We had our nice Bavarian waffles afterwards. So it was good. But yeah, I woke up. I'm like, wait a minute, it's 10 o'clock and nobody woke us up. Are they okay? The house fall apart or something and I didn't hear know about it. Somebody come get the kids.
Ansel fish pie.
Ew. Fish pie does not sound good to me.
I got it from a bird.
Neither does fish tacos.
Yeah.
First time I heard of fish tacos was in Hawaii and I just went, nah, I'm good. Tacos should be chicken or beef and nothing else. Maybe pork. Maybe, if it has good seasoning.
What was shrimp tacos?
Possibly? No, Mexican food. God damn it.
We just had taco salads.
I know. It was so good. Fajitas, man.
Oh, fajitas. I asked for fajitas and really, no, I remember
No, well, I was in the mood for tacos then. Now I'm in the mood for fajitas.
Crunchy tacos.
Crunchy tacos are the best.
I don't like them. They're not. I don't think those are even like remotely authentic. Like I don't think they even.
We went to Tijuana. That's what we got. And it wasn't like an Americanized place. This was, you know,
Like,
it
every
was a little cafe.
every authentic Mexico place I've seen just has a soft-shelled tacos. Well, I know the ones that we get are very white people.
Yeah. That place was cool. They had the cheapest Corona beer. It was like 5 Coronas for $1.
Corona. That's so funny.
Funny. Yeah, it was like 5 Coronas for $1.
Ah, we leveled up.
That was back when Tijuana was fairly safe to go to. So when we were watching Die Hard for Christmas, one of the things I noticed was the price of gas back in 1988. There was a gas station that said 79 cents a gallon. It's like, what? Wings look, or the feathers look like blue jays.
Let's see it. Where is it? Oh god.
See the
It's
the
going
blue
to
with the
pick me
black.
up and eat
Whee!
me.
Yeah, the blue with the black. Not the white that's in the front, but the actual wing feathers are
Do you think Ricky would be chewy or soft?
very chewy. Because he's so bouncy. Probably a lot of hair, though. Probably not much to him besides hair and bounce. Oh, that's cute. Don't do it. That's so cute.
Too bad.
The reindeer. Oh, now you made him mad.
Oh,
Big old
no.
reindeer with blue eyes and all. He's cute. A reindeer elephant.
I think it's supposed to be a buffalo reindeer. Because it has a move called the Bison Smash.
That reminds me of that movie Santa Sleigh that Andy worked on. They had a big white buffalo for the evil Santa. They call it the Hell Deer.
What?
What happened?
I thought I was behind them.
Oh.
Wow, that did nothing. I didn't like that.
Me
Thanks.
neither.
Thanks for asking, Chef. Bison voice.
Hi, how was your dream? Did you have a good dream?
Oh, baby girl.
You have a good dream? She says, is it time for my good night cookie?
Maybe.
I want a good night cookie. Oh, her face. Hi, sweetie. This is nice. She looks happy. I think it was a good dream.
Oh my god.
What? Whoa! He gonna bite you. Chomp, chomp. Hey, Diamond. Oh, you got a cookie? You want one too? Yeah.
Go check on Vinny.
Oh, hang on. Furry creatures first. Ow. sat down
I think
for a while.
Vinegarins are more active at night.
Probably. Kind of like, oh, I see him moving around from here.
Aw.
Like, by his hide, I can't tell if he's like in his hide or out of it. You want your good night cookie, Pop? Come on.
Oh, big boy. Big scary boy. There's too many of these guys. Yep. Make that cake. The mug cake. There's 4 in there. Shit, yeah.
We got about one for everybody. Here you guys. One you ain't getting one.
Yeah, I haven't tried that, but I probably like the fudge better. Milk. Yeah. If it says milk or water, I always do milk. Like hot chocolate oatmeal. Oh yeah, that's the worst. I always lick the spoon. Can't stop me. What? Oh, the cat's playing with the fish tank.
Kitty, what are you doing? What are you chasing? Who are you chasing? You chasing the fishies? I gotta add water to this thing.
And she's just like,
Yeah.
you see Vinny?
Yeah. Vinny is right behind me here,
Aw.
walking around. Yeah, heck of a tunnel. He's always got an inch below, or inch to the bottom of here.
Wow.
He's been digging. Hi. This guy wiggled my finger and he's like, what? He just froze, like, what's that? I can't wait to watch how he gets a cricket.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I think I feel like he's, like, terribly fast. Like, he's
I don't think they're like tarantulas in that they just sit and wait. They probably do some chasing.
Huh.
I'm just assuming.
But still, crickets are freaking fast, man. It's something interesting to watch. How are you gonna catch a cricket, bud? He just chases it into the water bowl, picks it up out of there.
Shit, what do I do? Ah. Which one am I attacking? Hello? This guy? What is happening? Oh my god, there's so many guys. Let's do a chain attack, I guess. I have no idea which one we're attacking. Jesus Christ. Grind or die. Oh, Shulk died. Plot twist. Shulk, where'd you go? Shulk, Shulk. There are too many guys here, I can't tell where his corpse is. I'm getting out of here. Goodbye. Oh, no, no, no. There's so many clusters of these little dudes. Like a minute. What? What just happened? I just shot it with my ice move and then the battle ended. What happened? Oh, someone knows you have milk out.
Milk.
Ferocious gore. What? No. Let the kitty lick the spoon. I wish the mic was picking that up. It's very cute.
Milk.
Come on, you gotta come over here. It's in a bowl. Come on. If you want some, you gotta come here. I'm not bringing it to you, bud.
Here he comes.
Boy.
Whoa, he pushed me. Oh, I have aggro.
You know what I'm kind of looking for? I want Joe to make that potato.
Yeah, she should totally make that soup again. Yeah. Yeah, I liked it thick.
I've never had a soup that thick, but it was really good. You put your stuff that's on the sides down and leave it.
I just leave it. It's so hard to get. What is this? Oh, it's a dumb band weapon, isn't it? And it sucks.
Melia. Melia.
Fun microwave noise. No. No, I just I mix the icing and the cake together. Yeah. I don't just put the icing on and then take a forkful of both. I mix. It turns into like a pudding almost. Now you gotta eat it when it's steaming hot. Oh, that smells so good. What the? Was it going to give me a quick time event and then it just didn't?
Are you looking at you on the counter there, Velcro? I see you sneaking.
Oh, it's actually Ricky sneaking. It's
Biting, biting. Ricky sneaky.
Shulk, do something. Your friend's going to die. Save him, please. Oh, it died. Okay, that's cool. Why did you move? Bastard. Flaying beam. Oh no. Oh, level up. Level up, baby. They didn't level up though. I'm level 48, but my friends are level 47.
Really?
Probably Ricky.
Why don't you level up as a team?
I think it was because Ricky might have yoinked some EXP and didn't share it with the party. That could be it. Or it could be that I've been using him more and active party members get more EXP. I'm not sure. Basically, Ricky's special.
cakes, man.
Yeah.
I'm still not a baker, but I'll do shit like that all day long.
What the fuck is this view? This is a great view. I like it. Oh shit. I thought that was its back. Never mind. I was just doing a chain attack and I thought I was behind the guy.
I'll leave the door open downstairs, but that's Kobe's going in and thinking about staying there. He's not sure yet. That's probably down there going, you're making fun of me, aren't you?
Whoa, I just like highlighted a bunch of stuff. Stream chat. Oops.
So the cat does that, I was like, what?
Why is it highlighted? Okay, there it goes. I don't know what happened and why I couldn't unselect it.
Hey.
What did she do?
Velcro is like over there. She must have thought Velcro was sneaking up on her. She saw my shoes or something, my slippers, and just lunged at them. And I'm like, what the hell? And she's like, oh, sorry. It goes back to her bone. I mean, maybe Velcro was behind me, I couldn't tell.
He's in basically his normal clothes except for that weird thing on his head.
Poor kid.
Do I have aggro? Fuck, I have aggro.
This is delightful.
Oh no. Oh no, Ryan. She'll kill himself and not Ryan. Some friend you are.
Right? Selfish bastard. Good girl, Melly. Your bone. Leave her alone. No, no. Melia.
Ryan is dying.
No.
Oh, I'm dying.
Uh-oh.
Everyone's dying except for Shulk. He healed himself.
Again, what a selfish bastard. Just because you're the Monada boy.
Okay, Ryan leveled up, but Shulk is still level 47.
Can you force them to level up or do something
No.
to... Like, no?
Let's go back to Mooncar's magical circle and give that another chance.
Is he gonna dance for you?
Yep.
Yay.
I just want to zoom in on his little dance.
Shake it, baby, shake it. He's been left alone for too long. He's very, very lonely and very, very bored. Can you zoom in on it?
No.
Ah, damn.
I've seen like a gif of him. zoomed. Shit. Oh, I need a chat.
Oops.
Jesus Christ.
Flippy, flippy.
Oh, he's on that side. Where is he? Where is he? I can't see.
Hiding. Gonna get ya.
No. Oh no. Get up. Get up. Where is he? Which way is he facing? Why does he keep turning around? Mooncar, please.
Gonna get ya.
Am I behind him? No, I'm to the side of him. Oh,
Uh-oh, he says it's not going very well.
Ricky, help.
I don't see that happen in an actual fight. You know, somebody, somebody stops fighting, goes, this isn't going very well.
Do I need to enchant again? Probably do. I'll do it just in case. Oh no, Ryan.
Oh.
I probably should have done shield, but I can revive him. Oops.
Why
That
not?
actually works.
Oh, did it?
I think Ryan's still going to die. I tried. Oh, I can heal him.
Oh, I'm not done yet.
Ooh.
Did you kill him? Did you kill him?
Might have.
Ooh, look at you!
God, Sunburn naked in the snow. What an
Ouch, that's
idiot.
gotta be.
Why did you change sides? Why the back off?
You're as blind as you were then. I've wanted you dead for years.
What's happening? Is the Bionis moving?
I wanted to get to Monardo so I could be the new hero.
Is that it? That's the puerile reason you killed all those innocent people! Ravaged our home!
I love this body. The power. Dumbass, you'll never win. Get on your knees and worship me.
Never. I will strike you down and all that you have become, you wretched fool. The Monado will stop you, and then you will know the shame of all that you have done, traitor!
It's definitely not the right lip syncing.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's very jarring, and other times it's like, whatever.
Yeah. Close up like that is really, really not good.
Yeah, it's supposed to be this tense moment, and it's just like, I can't even
Blah
focus
blah
on
blah
this.
blah 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 blah.
That light!
And then an angel came
Is
down.
that my
from the-
boy Yabba Dabba Doo?
Yabba dabba doo. That was an angel coming down.
What the?
It's Juju!
Hey, thanks for the follow.
Hey,
Like the
nice.
other Mekon.
You are right, heir to the Monado.
I love this character.
This is the strongest Mekon ever built. Controlled by me.
leader of Mechonis. So you're the one who controls the Mechon.
Again, I don't think his face design is.
I am he.
I don't really like it because it doesn't have the working jaw. I like the ones with the working jaws. I think those look cooler. Face Nemesis, Yaldabaoth. They're cool robots, but they're not like. They're not my style.
Yeah.
Questions do not concern me. I must return with this one.
Fiora! Get your hands off her! Fiora!
If you want her, come and get
I
her.
like that he has a tail.
Yeah.
That's fun.
You are more than welcome on Mechonis.
Come and visit any time, Dunban!
Wow. Good boy.
We're coming! And we won't give up!
Come on.
Find us. Monado, Sword of the Bionis. We will meet you on the battlefield.
Fiora! We will find you!
We're getting pretty close to the 3-hour mark, and I think after this cutscene would be a good time to stop.
Yeah, sounds good. Do some more tomorrow.
Yep.
Yep, yep, yep.
Oh, here's a nice little save
Oh, perfect.
opportunity. So yeah,
Thank you for following. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for commenting.
see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.